Right then, uh, me and Dan are just going to have a bit of a discussion about tips that we can help you with over the winter months for fat loss or at least maintenance over this period. Mindset tips, um, food ideas, training ideas, and we're just going to just have a bit of a rant. Um, so I will go through the list of what we've got to get the ball rolling. So, just going to go through common objections, just that what we see from clients over this period, and then we'll let Dan have a bit of a rant as to what he thinks. So, not doing as much activity due to cold weather. So, obviously, the weather's shit over winter. People don't want to just go out and do normal walks. So, Dan, what would you say over this period in order to keep like your general steps up, um, keep your activity up, keep you burning calories?
I don't. There's no easy answer, is it? You've just got to. I think you just got to suck it up and do it. Get yourself a nice pair of winter boots, a dog. Get
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
outside. I don't. There's no easy answer
That is the
to
best one. Buy a dog.
yeah. Buy a dog.
A dog is
Like
just for Christmas.
yeah, like dogs need walking. End of. Job done.
That
Next
is it.
question.
That can be it. That can be our new package, our
Yeah.
winter package. You just get a dog with it.
Like,
Um,
but there's no easy answer to that, is it? Like, some people don't like going outside. Obviously, it does totally depend on what the weather is like as well. So, snow and ice. Obviously, people not necessarily to be trudging around in black ice and stuff. But
no.
sometimes I think you just got to kind of suck it up and do it. If it says it's going to be nice weather, then and you look outside and it is nice weather, then walk to the shops,
Yeah.
walk to school.
I
Yeah.
think I think if you're the sort of person that's quite outdoorsy and you don't go to the gym, maybe think about getting a gym membership for over winter, just even if it means if the weather's absolutely gash, getting down there and getting your steps in on treadmill as boring as
Yeah.
it is, it's another option for you, isn't it?
I mean, walking pads, they're pretty cheap now, aren't they?
Yeah,
You can
they're a
pick up
good
walking pads.
that's actually a good shout, is that?
Yeah, you can pick. We've got a few clients who have walking pads who've bought walking pads recently, haven't they? Haven't we?
Yeah.
Who watch Corrie whilst having a walk. Even they do it while they're on meetings and stuff as well, don't they? With stand up desks. Although, um, who is it? Who Kate has a. She doesn't have a stand up desk. She uses an ironing board. So she uses her ironing board with her laptop and her walking pad. So she doesn't. That's how she does it, and it's adjustable as well as an ironing board. Just
Quality.
an idea. I always thought that was quite smart.
Do you know what? That is actually probably the best advice over winter, that, isn't it? A dog or a walking pad at home. That's
Yeah,
as
I
simple
don't.
as it gets.
I just yeah. There's no easy answers to this. And ultimately, you've got to be motivated to want to do it as well. If you haven't got that motivation and that desire, then obviously then you need people who are going to be get on at you to kind of you need someone stood at side of you going, you've got to do this or you need to do it in order to get results. But yeah, you have
Your
yeah, you've got to
your
want to do it.
expenditure definitely goes down, doesn't it, in winter? And I think that's why a lot of people do struggle. I think they eat the same as what they've eaten all year round, or even worse, because they're not in a routine and they've just totally just flipped the balance, their energy balance on its head, haven't they?
Mm,
And I think that's one of the main things. The second one was craving comfort foods, craving warm foods. Now, I mean, I don't know about you, Dan, but I think this is an easy one. You can still eat stews and soup and stuff. You just have to avoid the shit ingredients that go in them, like cream. You're not going to put cream in your soup. Um, you can still make a nice soup, can't you? And you could have soup and a sandwich and probably keep under your calories. They're not eating a
yeah,
problem, is it? And stews, no stock pot, can bang that in, can't you? make a decent stew up,
Yeah,
fed
yeah.
eaters
But I
without.
suppose it depends what warm comfort food is to someone as well, doesn't it? So, I mean, what is a warm comfort food for someone? You know, we're saying it's a stew, soups. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't eat stuff like that. You know, your slow cooker become oh well, you can get those soup makers, don't they? We have a soup maker, not that we use it, but
The Ninja
we
one's good as
you
well,
know
isn't
you
it? The new one.
well, we have I don't know which one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But you can get the soup makers, and you chuck your beef in, your chicken in, your leftover chicken stuff, and off you go. If that's what you're classing as a warm comfort food, I mean, personally, that's I don't necessarily want to eat that. That's not what I want to eat in winter. But I appreciate some people obviously do want to eat warm food. But
I do know
um,
what you mean. I mean,
you know,
when do you not eat warm food? Like, I know exactly what you mean. Um, don't get me wrong, I do love like hearty foods over winter, but I don't really even bother with salads in summer, so I don't know what the alternative is there. Like,
yeah, I mean, we're talking about lunches, you know, because to me, like your dinner isn't really going to change. Or sorry, your evening meal isn't really going to change.
no,
So it's still going to be sort of warm, cooked, and I mean that's what I would eat anyway. And then your lunch, yeah, your lunches might be different. You might want stews, or you might want baked potatoes or warm stuff rather than just a simple ham sandwich or something. But
yeah.
there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to eat that anyway.
Or you
If
could
you
do
if
what
you
we did when that cafe were around corner and have a Christmas sandwich every lunch.
yeah, oh, I do miss dead squirrel, hash browns,
They were the days, weren't they?
stuffing, gravy.
I'm going to
That were
put
a te-
a healthy Christmas sandwich actually on. That's this week's fake away. We've got we're going to do chicken, um, bacon madam,
stuffing.
stuffing, bit of cranberry, a bit of light mayo, and I'm gonna work the calories out on it and stuff like that in it.
In what though? In a wrap,
I think we're gonna do it in a brioche bun, to be fair, or a bread bun. But
right?
it could be better in a wrap, couldn't it? Give the option.
Yeah,
We'll give the option tonight, but I think stuff like that are a good idea, aren't they? I mean, I think people just assume that they've got to eat dog shit and in the winter months, but there's a lot of nice stuff that you can kind of jazz up, in there. You know, like you've said before, homemade curries and stuff like that. There's no wrong with eating that all year round, is there? Um, Stuff like what we've said about the stews and whatnot. Sunday dinner, if you can make stuff like that and just use fry light instead of fucking dousing everything in oil and stuff. There's plenty of stuff that you can still have. I think people just turn
mm,
to the shit options too easily, don't they?
yeah. I think that's probably the biggest thing, isn't it? Oh, it's winter. Oh, it's Christmas coming up. I'm just going to eat shit
Yeah,
rather than oh, I can't be asked to plan stuff out. Can't be asked to prep stuff. You
yeah,
know, can't be asked to cook 5 portions of chili and put it in the fridge.
yeah.
Just it's
I,
it's
I,
just
I, I read a good thing on ChatGPT, actually, as it happens.
it's
Um,
a good thing on ChatGPT. That's an oxymoron.
Apply a swap, not stop approach. So instead of thinking to yourself you can't have stuff, if you try think of meals, try think of stuff that you fancy, and try turn it into a healthier alternative and still have it. Um, I'll tell you a good one actually. This was last year that me and Shan did, and we actually ended up making it relatively healthy. But we saw some on online that were dirty Christmas fries, and it were obviously shit. It were fries, loads of cheese. There were turkey in it, um, pigs and blankets, and all that shit. So we did his own version. Obviously, made his own potatoes in air fryer. We used parmesan so that you could still get the flavour, but it were obviously less calories. We used hex sausages, chicken, a bit of cranberry sauce, and a bit of stuffing, and we ended up working it out so that we got that full meal for like 400 calories, 500 calories, And if that had been like the alternative that we saw on Insta, it would have been into the thousands. And it's just stuff like that, innit? It's just being half smart about stuff around your events that you might have on.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
which leads on to the next one, which is events. Um, what my advice on that was going to be was um, don't let an event just snowball you. So don't say you've got an event on a Friday where you might be going out with family for a meal or whatever, or going out for drinks, whatever it might be. Don't just do that and then that's it. You know, you're off the rails. Try think to yourself, right? I've got that event on Friday, but I've also got 3 days where I'm totally clear this week. I'm going to absolutely nail them. I'm gonna get them bang on. And I think it is too easy to just think, oh, fuck's my diet anyway. That's it. And that's when clients go quiet and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I say it all year round, really. Like when it comes to events, the first thing to do is the alcohol and that is to drink a spirit and a 0 calorie mixer. So a gin vodka with whatever diet Pepsi Max is like 55 calories for a single shot, not a not
Quadruple.
a Christmas shot. Um, then it's try and drink your water in between. It's this is the difficult bit is once you're well oiled is then not to go and just annihilate yourself on dirty food. So buying your pizzas and the whole everything goes out the window. When you wake up in the morning, then it's you've that's this is the bit for me that always I think people slip upon is that how often do we see people hungover? Oh, and then they'll send in, I went to McDonald's and then I had this and then I had that and I felt shit all day and da, da, da.
Yeah,
But that's the important bit then is to get straight back on your diet. That's the important bit is the day after, do what you want on that night if you're going to do it, but you've got to get straight back on the
yeah, yeah.
diet bus after. You have to do that. But in terms of like the events, yeah, you just got to plan around them, don't you? You plan around them, see what they're going to have, make sure you order the a reasonable an option off the menu and
Determine
just
what it's going to be as well. Like, is it a drinking event or is it an eating shit event? You know what I mean? Don't do both. Try do one or the other.
yeah,
So if you're going out for a nice meal with your family, you might not think about what you order, but you know that you're not going to be putting booze on top of that. Whereas if you're going on a Christmas party, you know, have your night out and then get a chicken tikka kebab at end at night. In rocket science, is it? You don't have to just
yeah,
write the whole event off. It's just, I mean, that's the worst, isn't it? When you end up doing both, when you end up boozing all night, like you say, having a pizza followed by a McDonald's day after. It's stuff like that. And there's
yeah,
plenty of alternatives. Like even when you're hungover, like when I'm hungover, sometimes like don't get me wrong, absolutely murder a KFC, but you can do stuff like go get a Subway or something like that where it's not going to be an absolute fucking nightmare for you, but it's also a bit nicer than eating your normal chicken and veg. It's just plain,
yeah.
simple, isn't it? It's not in.
Yeah, could be. I mean, you can plan if you know you're going to get annihilated, then you can prep for your day after. Prep your food, make sure your food's already done.
Yeah,
So, whatever. If you want some tasty chicken, leave loads of chicken marinating in the fridge
yeah, yeah,
overnight, so you can come back and then you've got it all there. It's already done for you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
on the morning of events as well, like best thing that you can do. Say it's a Saturday morning. Get yourself out and get some steps in nice and early. Get a training session in. Get a good breakfast in. Don't just think, oh, I'm out tonight anyway. Fuck it. Get yourself out and get a bit of fresh air and stuff. And
mm,
I think that's always a good shout because it sets your mentality for the day a bit better than just kind of thinking, oh, that's it. Today I'm fucking doing what I want.
Yeah, yeah. I think lads are better at that anyway because they go out and get the t-shirt muscles pumped up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I'm working on chest and biceps.
That used to be a thing at Fitness First, didn't it? Like in press ups before night out. Kim Bella. The next one is reduced motivation and energy. Um, so I think what a lot of people do is they don't set the right goals over winter. So like lads are a good example of this. Like unless you're getting your abs out for your nan on Christmas Day, fat loss really. Unless you do need to lose fat, and you could, you're in a position where, let me rephrase it. If someone comes to us that wants to change the physique and build muscle, winter is the perfect time to be building the actual muscle. You're not going to be sat there on Christmas Day going, here, Nan, look at these abs. It's just never going to be a thing, is it? And I think a lot of lads, instead of focusing on, right, I'm going to get strong as fuck over winter and put some food in, get my maintenance up. Like Dan Benson, what we're doing with him at the minute, like he's on 4,000 calories a day, and we know already now because we've done that over a short period while he's building that he can practically eat what he wants over Christmas and he won't put weight on at all because his body's used to eating that. And don't think people think of this side of it. And I don't even have to just use lads. A lot of our lasses want to change the body shape, don't they? And is it worth changing your goal over that period and thinking, right, I'm going to focus on getting strong rather than solely focusing on fat loss?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's easier to focus on performance and stuff than weight loss goals over this sort of period, isn't it? Starting now. I mean, it's already started, hasn't it? What we're on now, the 27th of November, and it's it's already started. We've already seen people changing people's attitudes. We see it every day because we talk to people every day. So the attitudes have already changed. Goals are changing, and we know from years of experience that there's no point trying to focus. You obviously you do get some people who are still going to be weight focused and are going to try the best. But I think with the people when you are losing a little bit of perhaps motivation at this point, then it's easier just to focus on other goals, muscle building goals, performance goals, things like
Step
that.
step count.
Yeah, other kind of goals and targets rather than just getting on the scales and going, I've eaten 3 crap meals and 2 Christmas parties, and I'm not feeling so good this week.
Yeah.
Well, it can be a bit pointless, really.
Because how negative is that going into into your check-in? Because if you're just judging on that metric, you're not going to then have a good performance the week after. Do you know what I mean? It's whereas if you said to yourself, right, what 3 wins have you had? Like what are on our check-ins, and you only managed to get 2 wins in there, but one of them were, oh, I PB'd my squat, I managed to get 5K under 25 minutes. It's something positive to focus on, isn't it?
Yeah,
Rather than just solely, oh shit, I've put weight on again.
yeah, it is because you should use the extra calories. It's like what we were talking to Liam Sutton about is that you try and use the extra calories to build muscle rather than trying to focus on controlling the extra calories and getting yourself in a right tiz about it.
Yeah,
Just use the extra calories for performance based goals.
yeah,
It just
yeah.
becomes easier because then we know as well by the time people get to Boxing Day, and then we get messages through left, right, and centre. Right, I'm ready to start. I really want to start my dieting again. I really want to get on it again. And that's on Boxing Day. And we know that happens every single year. So
Yeah,
people just get fed up of it.
yeah. They end up eating themselves into a state of boredom. Don't they? No, not boredom. I'd say a state of uncomfortableness, and a lot of it is just water weight in it and bloat. But
Yeah.
and because we
You
always
just get
see it.
fed up of it, don't you? You just get fed up of it because Christmas starts in November now, apparently, for
Oh,
fucking
it's a
morons.
joke, isn't it?
So, So then by the time you get through to Christmas Day and that Christmas week, you do get absolutely sick to the back teeth of it. Get sick
Yeah,
to the back teeth of celebrations and mini heroes and mince pie.
yeah,
Oh, I never get sick of mince pies, but I do get sick of other stuff.
yeah, definitely. Inconsistent routines, which is similar. And what I was going to put as a bit of advice on there is have a non-negotiable list, something achievable every day, like your water, your steps, having a healthy breakfast every day. Just
Mm,
just little things. You could have a tick box, and no matter what happens, whatever day it is over the Christmas period, maybe let you off on Christmas Day. Um, just tick them, and I'm not expecting wonders. I'm not expecting you to put eat five fucking bang on meals, don't fuck up. I just mean little things like I say, water, steps.
yeah. Well, we do that
Anyway,
for Ollie, don't we? We actually do that for Ollie with our
well,
daily check-in, with
yeah,
our
yeah.
roadsy. So I don't know how that's happened. Anyway, that's an in joke, guys.
Yeah.
But we do have a system in place. Not that we use it that much, but a system in place where we can set up a daily tick box for you, and it'll remind you and keep going at you, and then we have to look at it every day. But when it can be steps, have you managed your steps, and have you eaten any exercise? Have you managed to do your exercise? Have you drunk your water? Things like that. Oh,
It's
that's
actually thinking about that probably more important this month than ever, that daily check-in system.
yeah. Well, that's why I've been trying to get it. That's why I was thinking about setting it up for
Yeah.
people. That's why I've been trying to practice on people.
That for next year could be a game changer, that.
Mm, yeah, I
Um,
think so.
Misjudging calorie intake. This is one of your bugbears, isn't it? Like drinking shitloads of calories, like going to Costa Coffee and getting the worst thing on the menu type of.
God, it does
It's
my
just
fucking head in. Absolutely drives me up the fucking wall.
it's just a waste of calories, isn't it?
It is, Sarah. It is. I know you're going to watch it, and I know. I'm talking to you, Sarah, and Claire, with your coconut lattes.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like a cappuccino, me, but you, you are putting stupid amounts of calories in for no reward, aren't you? Really?
Right, it all depends on your goals, doesn't it? As in, if you are trying to lose weight and you drink a large latte at 270 calories or something like that, it is a ridiculous chunk of calories to be put in just a coffee. Like it really, really is. If
Yeah.
you want one as a treat, by all means. But if you're thinking like, I mean,
Can't do it every day.
I can't remember which client we had that literally discovered they were drinking about 1,100 calories a day in coffees. I can't remember who it was now, but
Um,
they discovered they were drinking 1,100 calories a day in
yeah, there were
coffee,
1,000 calories, weren't there? Oh,
and it was it
who the
was
fuck
it's
were that?
crazy. Can't remember who it was now, but I just think, but it is true. It's like there's so many other things that you should that you should waste your calories on instead of a frigging coffee. In all fairness, I mean, in my humble opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. I do massively agree. It's always been something with me as that. Like as I say, I'm a sucker for a cappuccino. That's like my go-to coffee. But you won't catch me drinking that Monday to Friday because I know that isn't worth the calories. Whereas if we go shopping on a Saturday and there's a Starbucks nearby, I might get one then as a treat. But you can't have that every day, or you're just wasting. You're throwing away calories. Like you just you're going to be hungry later on, and that 270 calories could have been used so much better. You can still have coffee and stuff, can't you? There's plenty of coffees that you can have, black or white Americano or
yeah, just
flat
just
white. Isn't even as bad, is it? Flat white, what's that?
well, I mean, I don't know what they are now. I don't. I just
80
bleat on
calories.
about it. I should know them off by heart, to be fair. But there's all sorts of stuff that really gets on my tits when it
But
comes to
but
that.
but the worst ones out of them are the ones with all the fucking cream on and all that. And don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, I understand they're nice, but you can't like what we were on about with that one who were on 1,100 calories a day. Like that's how easy it is with because you just don't even think about it. And Christmas is even worse for that because people want these warm drinks, don't they? So I guess the moral of that story is use them in moderation. If you're going to have one of them, don't it can't be a daily thing. Like it just
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Uh,
It is. So step away from the coconut latte, Claire. Step away. Put it down.
um, so one of the objections, this was someone that sent it in. I can't even think who sent this in, but not being bothered, um, not being bothered because you're not getting your kit off. So your fat loss goals get put to one side because you know you're wearing baggy jumpers, you're wearing, big hoodies and stuff like that, and you're not exactly going to walk around Christmas Day with your fucking speedos on, are you? Um, so what what I would say to that is keep checking in. That this is
What's the question though?
no,
What
it's
what
not.
what they're saying the question is?
It's not. It's just how you would overcome that. Like so it's a mentality thing, isn't it? Where you're not as bothered in the winter because you're in these baggy hoodies and whatnot.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Motivation, goals, targets. That's the thing, isn't it?
yeah, keep
So
checking in because this is it. If you know you've got to get your kit off for your check in every week, that will change your mentality there, won't it?
yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I mean, I've
If you are
not
under us,
really thought
which
about it that much before, to be honest, until literally right now. But I think if you're not motivated enough for your goals during the Christmas winter sort of period, because it is you're not really got any, either you haven't got a goal planned or whatever, so you've got any targets. If you've got targets and goals, then you're definitely going to be more motivated. Where have
we'll
you
just
gone?
get on, mate.
So it was at door.
No,
Is it your mum?
I don't know.
It'd be funny if it was Gail, the gap tooth quail. Sorry, guys. Don't know where he's gone. His mum lives next door. She has to come round and bring him his clothes round.
I'll be 2 minutes, bud.
You having me on?
You can get on with next one, actually.
All right,
No,
okay.
it's
Go
not.
on then.
It ain't my mum. You can't wind her up. Um, having the excuse of starting again in January.
What do you mean? Having the excuse of starting again in January? Oh, what? So we're saying you're going to bin it off in December and start again in January. Yeah, I mean, definitely one train of thought. Don't really know about this one, Chris. I need you to come back. It's just a bit awkward
So,
now.
so,
I
um,
don't like being on my own. Don't
so
zoom in on your airline as well. That's your wig there. It's really close. Could see your glue and everything.
use shorter term goals. So instead of focusing on January, that's one of the better ones.
Yeah, but so like binning it off in December. But that's been. But this is what we've sort of touched on it earlier, haven't we? And that is that instead of binning it off, is to change your goals so that your goals become less about weight loss and fat loss and they become more about performance, muscle building or, squat, or deadlift or your goals change. I think, and it's the same with the last question as well. I think it always comes down to goals and just change your goals. It's just going to make your life a little bit easier. And this is why we do try and plan things around and say, right, swap people's goals,
People
change
don't
the
see the
goals.
year out, do they? They don't say our long-term clients. We've got a plan in place. We know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing with Dan Chokra. We know exactly what we're doing with Dan Benson. We know exactly what we're doing with Liam Sutton because they're long-term clients. Whereas the people that do these January shreds and then fuck it off and then come back, they're always losing fat and they never experience the proper service, if you like where we might get to September and they're in a really good place. So then we start raising calories into the winter and start focusing on getting them strong and start making sure the maintenance calories are higher. They don't experience that, and that's because they bail after that initial goal.
Yeah, which is what we're doing with Claire Fountain as well. Like that's what we've done and planned out.
Yeah, yeah,
But at the same time, like Claire, she's struggling to mentally come to terms with the increase of the calories and the change of the goals and things like that. But it is once you get to these sort of months, it is better just to change your goals from fat loss because you will just get so sick to the back teeth of trying to lose weight during December and wherever, and you're just not achieving it. And you just get fed up and
so you're
you do
failing. You're effectively
yeah,
failing.
you're telling yourself that you're failing daily and weekly
Yeah,
rather than just completely just forgetting about that. Change eating, if you want to say, if you want to bin it off and say, you know what, I'm just going to eat what I want. All right, eat what you want, but then let's change what your training goals are.
yeah,
Totally
yeah.
change, make sure that we use all these excess calories and we're really just going for pure hypertrophy, pure muscle building, or whatever it might be. So and that is just the way to do it. And then once your focus changes, because we know that as soon as we get to Boxing Day, people's focus do start changing. We know that once we get to New Year's Eve, people are already thinking, people are thinking all through Christmas week, right? This year is my year. New year, new you. It's a cliche,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's absolutely bang on because everybody thinks, right, this year I'm going to be better. This year's
Yeah,
going to be a better me. This year I'm going to be 50, fit at 50, fit at 40. I'm going to be sexy at 60. All these different little buzzwords that we come across daily. Then that's you've got to change we just change your mindset, change the goals and targets, and we get to January, and now I've just totally lost myself because I've just been started ranting on and stuff, and
Well,
now I
well, I
don't
mean,
even know what I'm talking about.
look at it as simple as this. You would never ever start January and not have fat loss in your head. And in the same way, you should have that same mentality in December, and it should be the opposite. You would never go into December thinking, right, this is the month where I'm going to lose fucking fat. You should go into it thinking, this is the month where I'm going to get fucking strong.
Yeah,
Or it
yeah,
might not be that goal. It might be, like you say, a runner. You might think, fucking hell, this is a month where I'm going to be banging a load of calories in. I can hit some good fucking PBs here because there'll be shitloads of energy. It can be used in any context. Over the board, can't it? So
yeah.
I think that is one of the main things to take from this video. I think being realistic with your goals is probably the main winter problem that people
Putting
have.
a plan in place,
Yeah,
talking a plan through, working a plan out for the months.
and not sticking long term. I mean, obviously we're addressing our own clients here because this is the members group, but not sticking with us for the length of period to get out of us what you really can get out of us. And like I say, people like Lindsay Dunn are a good example as well. They've been with us 2 years. It hasn't all just been about fat loss. This last 3-4 months with Lindsay, she's been maintaining, and it's been about establishing a life, hasn't it? Rather than just saying, right, we're going to fucking smash every bit of fat off you. And I'm sure that when we get to January, we're going to be motivated again, and she's probably going to lose a bit more fat. But because we haven't regressed and we've used different goals, and we've tried getting her food up a little bit over this period, because that we've done that, and because she's set that in place, come January now, she knows that she's going to have a new lease of life, fat loss, and she'll probably look. I'd bet my bottom fucking dollar that she'll look her absolute best that she's ever looked by March.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I concur.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything there, Dan. If I'm honest, we've ranted on enough. I thought that were going to be a short one, to be fair, and it's been half an hour long, so
Yeah, cool.
I'm happy with that. So, cheers, guys. I will upload it onto YouTube. I'll post it onto the members group, um, and yeah, give us some ideas for the next one.
Yeah, cool. All right,
Men,
bud. I'll see you in a bit.
cheers, Dan. Bye, bye.